Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is the 49 days of CBC, and we're in week 7. Yes, we're almost finished with Carolina Bible Camp, the 7 weeks, and it's been a blast getting to know people for each week and stuff. And today, I have a special person with us, and that's Miss Cortney Alwran. She is our nurse for week 7, and she's been with us. This would have been her 5th year, I believe, that she would have been working with us. The neat thing about Miss Cortney is I remember the first year she came and worked with us, and I was kind of worried that she might not want to come back, but the CDC bug bit her, and she's been back, and it's been a joy to have her as our staff. And she puts up with a lot and takes care of a lot, and gets a little sleep. But Miss Cortney, how in the world are you?
I'm good. I'm really good.
You're
I'm
good?
sad. I'm sad that we're not at camp, but I'm good.
Yeah. Well, if you think back to the first year that you came to camp, what was it that was so special to you?
I think it was honestly all the quality time that I was able to spend with everyone, whether that was campers, staff, because I don't always get to come to church. I don't always get to come to functions that we have because of work. So camp to me is my week long that I can get close to everybody and have that special relationship with them. So that was, I think that sold me on camp the very first year.
Well, I can remember some of the kids that really touched your heart that first year, and you still have connections with these kids. The ones that are you spend a lot of time with them with sprained ankles or what have you. The bug bites and all the fun things, giving medicine. So it can be trying, but it's also rewarding, isn't it?
Yes, it's rewarding to see those kids every year. I get to see the same for 5 years. I've gotten to see the same children and them grow up and get older, and it's been a great journey.
Is there a favorite part of camp that you like during the week?
I don't know. I told David Price had posted on Facebook. I think his question was, what is your favorite place at camp and why? And I posted the gazebo.
Oh, yeah.
And for me, because that's our time, I call that the recharge station.
Yes.
For our head staff, yes, we have to get up early in the morning, but we're all there together praying for each other, having Bible study, and it's just a quiet time for us to have all together. So that was, I guess that's kind of my recharge station.
Right. Well, I think about those early mornings when we have that prayer list, and there's a kid or a couple of kids that we put on that prayer list. One that's touched our heart. We know a little bit about them. We get to add them to that prayer list. And the neat thing about it is everybody that's sitting in that gazebo will look for that kid and spend some time with him and really encourage him and everything. And that's the beautiful thing at Carolina Bible Camp, I think.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, thinking back over the years, now you're going on 5 years. You're a veteran now, so you got many memories that you've experienced and everything. Are there some that you'd like to share with us tonight?
I have so many wonderful. I loved each and every one of my partners I've had every year. I know every year I've had someone different, and it's been amazing. Every person I have has just been amazing. And some of them I didn't know that well, but then spending that week with them and getting to know them, that's been amazing. Being able to spend time with the kids, even if that was up in the middle of the night, with some of the kids that got sick, if they stayed the night down there with me. I mean, it's part of camp, and I loved being close to them. So, I don't love the food. So I always bring my food. That's one thing. And being able to be with the smaller children. A couple of my nurses have had smaller children with them, and then I had Nolan with me last year to hang out with me.
Oh, yeah.
So that's so much fun to have my little nurses in training with me to hang out with me. They're so much fun. Yeah, I mean, just being there. And I love our water fights we have, our activities, the
Oh, yeah.
crazy activities we try to come up with for the kids. I do not like the Gaga pit, and I still have a vote for that to be taken out.
That's a nurse's
Still a vote for
nightmare,
that.
isn't it?
There's a hope that it's going to be gone. I know they love it though.
Well, if it ever disappears, I'm gonna come looking for you. All right.
Yeah, I'm tearing it down. You know, I'm the one that did it. I mean, I just have so many memories of so many children. It's like you said, there's so many of them I still have connections with, I still talk to. Some that come to camp that are sicker than others, and no one knows. No one has to know that they're sick and they have medicine, and they can come see me, and it's our secret, and they can go on and be a kid. I mean, that's so special to me.
Yeah. Well, you get to spend some quality time for sure with being down there in the nurses station. You're kind of hidden down there, but everybody finds you, right?
They know where I am. It's funny. I'll always ask the kids when they're at registration, okay, do you know where the nurse's cabin is? Because that's where I'll be if you can't find me. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We know where that is. They all know.
Yeah, they all know. And you're pushing the water and the Gatorade, you know, well, not so much the Gatorade. Drink the water. Drink the water.
The water, not the Gatorade.
Yeah, you usually have those kids that have the canteen hangover, I guess you call it. You know, too much sugar, and they're complaining about their stomach hurting.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, looking back over the years, I know that you've, like you said, you've had a number of people that have helped you out in the nurses' cabin. I'm sure there's been people that have left impressions on you over the years that kind of like those lifelong impressions that you'll cherish. Are there some memories like that and people you want to share that have touched you in that way?
Definitely Shannon Johnston, 100%. Because I think Shannon and I we knew each other and we were friends before we went, but then we just got so much closer at camp and it was so special. And Kylie was the same way. Jill the same way. I feel the same way about all of them. We knew each other and we spoke at church, but we never actually got to spend quality time with each other, and getting to spend that quality time. And then Betsy and Lisa would always come down and we would have story time during the kids' class. And so that's always a special.
There's no laughing going on there, right?
There's no laughing going on there at all. Yeah. So just being able to get close to so many people that I don't normally get to. So that's what's so special to me.
Well, I know that it's a place that's special in your heart now, the way that you haven't backed away from it since I got you there the first year. I remember asking you, and I was like, I don't know if she's going to come or not, but you came, and you've been there with me, and I tell you what, you've made it easier for me being the director, knowing that you're going to be there every year. It's a true blessing and everything. So this next question, you've probably heard everybody with their answer. Sum up Carolina Bible Camp in one word.
It's refreshing. It's recharging. It's refreshing. It's an amazing place. I went to church camp when I was a child. All grown up, we went to Harding University. That's where we went to church camp. And it was always such a special place for me as well. But CBC, I guess as an adult, I see it in a different light. I'm a different part of it than what I was as a child. And it's just a special place to me now.
Well, the neat thing is, as you continue to go year after year, you're going to start seeing those campers, and they're going to be your staff members that you're going to be working with over the next couple of years. And that's always neat to see them grow up, mature. It's like Taylor and Coleman. I remember Coleman the first year that he went to camp, and now he works multiple weeks, and he and Taylor are just a big part of Carolina Bible Camp. Yeah, that's a true blessing to be part of that, to see kids like that grow up.
Absolutely.
So
makes you feel old as well.
Well, yeah. I didn't want to go there with that, but that's true. We are aging, but we're managing it quite well, right?
Yes, we age well.
Well, if there was something you wanted to say to say all your staff members and stuff like that that you've worked with over the years to encourage them for next year, what would you say to
I would just beg them to come back and play with us
them?
because we have so much fun, and it's an adult playtime for us because we get to love on all those kids and play with them, and teach them so much. And I'm just killing me that we can't be there this year. I really wish we could, but I know with circumstances. So I'm prayerful that we can be back next year, and pray that we have all of our staff, all of our week 7 staff, and they all come, because it's such a great bonding experience for all of us as well. I mean, it's the campus for the kids, but we get so much out of it too.
Well, like when everybody arrives on that Saturday, and we all come in, we get all of our stuff settled and everything. We have dinner together, and then we have that little devotional under the shelter, and just kind of that's our trying to get our minds prepared for what we're getting ready to go through. And I think I can remember the first year or second year after we had that devotional there under the shelter, we went out there into the parking lot, and we all circled up real close, and we sang the greatest commands. I don't know if you remember that or not, but the chills, I can still remember that, and how special that was, just to start the week off like that. And
Yeah.
It's an amazing place that touches your heart in so many ways, and we get
Yes.
we get to spend time and teach kids about Christ. I mean, doesn't get any better than that, does it?
Yep. Nope.
Well, Miss Cortney, it's truly a blessing to have you as a staff member for week 7, and it's always neat to see how you love on these kids, and I know there's big things in store for you, and we're gonna have to get your husband Eric there one of these days, and also your parents. I've already started thinking about your parents. I'm gonna put them to work too. So you tell them that I'm coming after them, okay?
I think we just need to get Arlene and Dennis.
Yeah, that would do it.
Get Arlene and Dennis on them, because they're campers too. So we just kind of need to get Miss Arlene and Mr. Dennis working on them.
Well, this is the 49 days of CBC, and as we talk about, this is just to remind people of the special place that we call Carolina Bible Camp, and we get to experience it, and we hope that those of you who may have experienced it growing up, and now you've kind of fallen away from camp, that this will kind of bring you back in, because of you see the love that we have for it and the fun that we have. I don't think people realize how tired we are, but how much fun we have during a week of camp,
Yeah.
You almost need a week after camp to recover before you go back to work.
Yeah.
Well, my friend,
I appreciate tired.
Yes, it's a good tired.
Yeah.
You hope that you make it home safely. When you leave up on that Saturday, you're kind of holding your eyes open. Well, my friend, thank you so much. I love you dearly, and I can't wait till we can meet again at Carolina Bible Camp.
Me too.
All right. Take care of yourself.
Bye.